What's up, everybody? I'm the Cajun Farmer, and we are back on LA Farms. Corn's coming up nice, wheat's coming up nice, and if you caught in the last one, we put in this new cattle pen, holds 50 cows. So instead of hauling them 8 at a time in our tiny little trailer, we're just going to go ahead and buy some, have them delivered. We're going to get a bunch of calves because it's cheaper, and we're probably going to buy about 25 of them, because we want to be able to have some breed. We're going to do 30. Let's do 30. And they won't show up as calves. That's one thing I hate. But they're in here. They're ready to go. We need to get some hay over here for them. So I'm going to grab the Ford real quick. We'll just grab these 2 bales and move them over, because we're not going to have any in that pen until we get some calves. And then we'll move the calves over into that pen, so we still have room for everything. So let's just go grab those 2 bales. We still got plenty of hay for now. We don't have a grass field to mow at the moment, so it's gonna have to do for now. I don't know what we're gonna do exactly just yet. This wheat field we got here might end up being the grass field around the cows, so we can just mow the grass and stack the hay right next to the cow pens, and this just won't be a harvestable crop anymore. So the way I'm planning on doing this, if I can get in here just right, is I'm hoping to be able to drop this stuff over the fence. Now I know we can't do that with the water. I've already put some water in there, but this should be able to work. If I can get them to drop. There we go. Come on. Alright. Yep. It filled it right up. We're going to need some more bales. So let's grab 2 more. Oh, driving in the corn. These mirrors need adjusted. But, yeah, we're going to get the cows today and then hopefully get to a wheat harvest. If we can get into the wheat harvest, that would be good. Get that done, get it off our plate. And I might let both those fields grow in grass. I'm not even going to plant them. I'll just let the meadow grass take over, and we'll cut them again whenever they're ready. We should be able to get a cutting out of them before fall gets here. That grass takes over pretty quick, especially if we get any moisture. Also, as far as upgrading the combines, we're going to have to go to the store and look at the catalog and see what we can do, because, oi, what in the fudge? I don't know what just happened there. But we're going to have to look at the catalog, see what they got, maybe call down there and see what they've got used that we can get. Check the sales and see what's going on with that. And yeah, so we'll come back to you guys either when we find a combine or when we have the cows in the trailer to haul down. Sorry, I got focused. So we'll see you back in just a bit. Alright, people, we are back, and we have got the cows loaded up. If I just hop up on the bed here, we can see them in there. Got 7 of them in there, so there's 15 cows in the pen, so that means we're going to have to make 3 trips. And I'm not making a trip for 1 cow, so we'll probably just move him over or sell him to somebody local. Just for the fact that it's not worth loading him up and hauling 1 cow down there. So we got 2 loads to make with cows. We got corn coming up real nice. We still have the 1 field that's in fallow. The weeds have kind of took it over. I'm not too worried about the weeds just yet, because we're going to cultivate it up again when we go to plant something in it. It's probably going to be a big wheat field or barley field this year, just depends. Probably wheat, since we're already going to have wheat in the silo. So we got that planned to do. Obviously the corn harvest. I took a look and called down to the dealership there, and they didn't have any good combines used. The only thing they had that was even in our price range was a New Holland, which is smaller capacity than our John Deeres are now. I think the head's just a little bit bigger, but we'd have to sell both our combines to buy that one, so it's not worth it. We're going to be more efficient with the 2 older side hills, and so we're just going to have to go with that. We'll cut back to you when we get down to the cattle barn and see what we get for these cows. Alright, we're pulling in here. Tiny little road for this cattle operation down here. Or this sale barn, I should say. They still haven't picked that sign up out of the middle of the road yet. I don't know what's going on there. But we're going to pull in here and sell these off, and we'll see how much we get. Hopefully it's a decent amount. Got to back up to the chute here. Our trailer's a little low, so I don't know how we're going to corral this cattle herd in there, but we'll give it a shot. Hopefully they know what they're doing. Surely they have people down here with pickups all the time. So let's back on in here. Just give it a little bump. Come on, there it is. Alright, so let's sell these cows. Select. We're going to get $8,881 for them. So 2 loads of those, that'll be about 18 grand. Well, 17.6 is what it would be. So we're just going to make another load, get that 1 cow sold, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we are back, and if you notice where the truck is where the cows used to be. And I got rid of that pen because these cows kept going over the fence in there. So I had to build a bigger pen. I had to make it a little better. And now we should have easy access to feed and all that good stuff. So we are going to get back with you in just a minute. And then we're going to be at the sale barn selling the last of those 8 or 7 cows that we grew here on the farm. So we'll be back and see you in a minute. Alright guys, we are pulling up here with the last load. Drop these cows off. When we do start selling 20 or so cows at a time, hopefully we'll have better stuff going on, like better equipment to use. We're going to get this backed right on up here to the chute. Got to use an upward ramp to get them to climb up that chute, but it works. That's all that matters. So there's that. We now have $181,000. So we're doing good still. Still not enough to buy a combine that's of a bigger size. We'll have to shop around, look at Craigslist and all that good stuff and see what we can find. I wouldn't be opposed to an older case even. Just something that's a little newer than what we have, but not too new. I don't think we'll ever be X9 farmers here. I think we're constantly going to be using the smaller of the equipment, but we'll just kind of have to see. We may never get rid of the John Deeres. You never know. I just know even with 2 of them, it does still take quite a bit, and that's not a problem. We've got the time. You know, it's just if we've never rushed to finish before the crops went bad or you know, a frost hit or anything. We've always got them out before then, so we might be okay. We'll just have to see. I'm just worried about this corn harvest because we've got quite a bit of corn to get out of the field and 2 small little harvesters. So we'll just have to see. But we are going to turn the camera off now, and if we can, we'll try to fit some wheat harvesting in this video. But for me, it's going to be quite a few days before the wheat's ready. For you guys, it'll happen in an instant. So, you know, we'll just kind of have to see. I'm pretty sure we got plenty of room left to get some harvesting done in here. And let's try to get that going. And I got to get some water for the cows, but that's nothing you guys need to see. So we'll get the water for the cows. We'll get the wheat harvesting going. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we are back, and no, wheat is not ready to harvest yet. We're still working on the cows a little bit. But I figured with the money we had, we needed to upgrade some kind of equipment. And there's another thing I want to do. I would like to fix the machinery issue with no covered shed for the combines and stuff like that. So we're going to work on that too for a minute. But this is the new tractor of John Deere 4960. It was a fairly even swap. We paid like 20 grand more than we sold the other John Deere for, the 4755, I think. So we're looking in good shape. This thing's almost 300 horsepower, so it should pull everything we're ever going to use just fine. So we're happy about that. So now let's go over here. This shed might disappear and a big covered shed go there. Not sure yet. But while we had the room, let me go through the gate over here real quick and get a nice close-up of the wheat field too while we're here. Looking good, looking good. No weeds other than in this corner. But I want to put a nice shed right here. Something that we could put hay in potentially and maybe park a few tractors or so in here. Or even like the animal trailer. So let me get out of the way. We're just going to look at the catalog real quick and see what we can get. So if we go into here, we're in sheds. We want something that's covered, so it's got to be something like this maybe. Okay, that's a little big for what we're looking for, but good option. Dang good option. If it wasn't so big, we possibly could use it. Holy cow. This is all grain storages. I'm looking for something maybe, ooh, like this. Yeah, that looks nice there, doesn't it? I'm going to put it over here on this side just in case the cows decide to jump the fence to get some nice shelter. Speaking of which, we're probably going to put some shelter in their pen as well. I can't see if it's going to be in the fence or not. We're probably going to readjust this fence just for shits and giggles. I want to get it straight with this fence. And then we can go off of that with the new fence. So I'm trying to get where I can see here. I don't want it clipping through the fence. So that don't work. But if we put that somewhere about there, that'll make good hay storage, and can park the tractor and stuff over here. Not the tractor, the trailer over here. Let's take a quick look and see if there's anything that we would like to upgrade the... ooh, look, we could park the animal trailer under this. Especially if we do one like here, and then one... Get up where I can make sure they're butted together, and then one there. Now we can park the animal trailer in there. Looking good. I'm liking it. This is pretty huge. I need some kind of closed cover for the combines and stuff. I want them inside. I don't like them being outside. So I'm not seeing anything that just pops right on out to me. This is the same thing as this. I mean, this thing would be really nice. We might have to do this later because all this equipment's in the way. But if we could get rid of this one, we might even be able to put like this one right here in the center. That would be awesome. That's probably what we're going to do. But we're going to jump forward real quick and we'll see you guys. We're going to go ahead and move the hay bales and everything into here, into storage, get them all set up. I promised you guys some wheat harvest, but we might be pushing it because I kind of want to show you guys us loading the bales and stuff in here as well. So I'm going to do some fixing of the fence here real quick, and we'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, we are back, and we have put in some work. I'll show you in a minute. But corn's coming up real nice. It'll be ready good in the fall. No wind's blowing it over yet. We got this big field, that big field to harvest of corn. But the wheat's ready. We got the combines up here. We're going to run back to the shop real quick and get the tipper truck up here so we can have something to tip into. But yeah, it's time. It's time. We got some deer in the bushes or in the trees over there. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to get my blind set up in here at some point. Get us a deer feeder out there, which they're there anyway. But haven't seen any bucks yet though. Like, I don't understand why we're not seeing any bucks around here. There's plenty for them to eat. Cows are doing good. We got their pen all fixed up. They're not escaping anymore. They look like they got plenty of water and hay. Oh, we do have one out. Freaking bastard. Shed's growing into him. Got our hay in here. Looking real good. Got the Ford parked up in here since it's mainly used for hay. We got our house. Got some bushes planted over there. Got a new silo. I got rid of the old one. I didn't like how European it looked, so I got a more American style. I put in the big shed like I said I was going to do. So we got it parked up here. Got our tractors in here. The truck will be parked in here. The 2 combines will be parked in here. I didn't realize it, but that cultivator we had was leased. They called and wanted it back, so we had to give them that back. We got the lime silo here. The plows over here still. This corn's looking good. Still got our water well here. Other than that, I mean, that's all we did to it. It's looking pretty good, though. I'm liking the way the farmyard's come along. We're not going to be doing anything else for a long time. I mean, this is sustainable. Luckily, we're in Louisiana and we're not in like Minnesota or Colorado or something where we need a closed-in shed to keep everything warm. It doesn't hardly ever get over, you know, or under freezing hardly at all. So I think we'll be okay with that. So once this wheat field's finished, we're just going to let the grass grow over it by the cow pen. The other one, however, is going to be a cornfield this next spring. I'm going to let it grow into corn and just be good to go with that. I should have just took some headlands off and we could have took this thing out the gate into the field. Eventually we'll be getting another cow pasture. Breaking the realism here for a minute, I am going to look for a better cow pasture. I want one, if they have them yet, where the cows detect the fence and won't go through the fence. So you can make it as big up to the size of the pen or smaller to keep the cows in, and it'll work. So let's crack on. We'll get some harvesting going and we'll come back to you guys when we have an update. Alright guys, we're still combining away here. We're on the last couple passes of this field by the cattle barn here, and Robert over there is doing pretty good. He's had some few issues, keeps putting it in the trees a little bit. I'm not real sure what that's about, but as you can see, there's straw on the field. We're going to bale this straw up and just sell it. We're going to break out the John Deere baler in our brand new tractor, and we're going to give her a shot for baling and see what happens there. I tell you what, this machine is loud on the inside. Just because it's an older machine, I guess. Not as much soundproof technology going into it as the newer stuff, but I'm really liking these older combines. They get the job done. It takes a little bit longer, but I find this one way easier to maneuver. I might try to get my hands on the bigger version of this, which is the 7700. This is a 6600, so if we could get the 7700, I think we'd be in good shape. Like, I don't think we'd ever want to upgrade combines again, but we're gonna get this all taken care of. We're gonna get this done, then we're gonna unload, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hop in the other tractor, and we'll see you guys when we get the baler attached. Alright guys, we are backing in here to get the baler all hooked up. Should be able to do alright. This tractor has way more horsepower than any of the other tractors did, so we should be alright with that. This shed has an invisible post in the middle of every one of these bays, so that's why I don't like back stuff in from the side. But it is what it is. We'll kind of live with it. I really like the shed, so I don't want to get rid of it. It fits the farm well. Also, I'm really loving this setup we got over here. We got the bales and the loader in there, the animal stuff in that carport area. But we're doing pretty good, I think, anyway. But we're going to bale up most of this straw and just sell it. Nothing else to do with it. We don't need it for the cows. They're not making slurry or manure right now because of the pen we have set up. All of their stuff just goes straight into the grass. So that's about as realistic as it gets for a Louisiana farm. I mean, if you had a dairy, of course, you'd probably have a slatted barn floor where you could, you know, connect that or collect that manure. But with the way we're doing it, we're just raising beef cattle. We're not going to collect that stuff, so it works out the way it is. But we're going to get some straw bales done here. I'm really liking this tractor. It's pretty similar to the older tractor we had, just a little more horsepower, but it's also a little cleaner on the inside than the other one was. which I really like. I don't know why I'm slowing down. We're only 75% full. So if you're wondering how I know how full we are, you need to look into Sim Dashboard if you're on PC. If you're on console, I'm sorry, but you can't use it because it uses a script. So no script mods are allowed on console because of Microsoft and Sony. But I'm at 99, 100%. Still rolled past it somehow. That should dump right out. Getting some big straw bales here. These should sell pretty good. I might sit on them a while. Depends on how many we get. We're sitting at roughly 50,000, I think, in the bank account. So we're not doing bad. That's enough for us to get by until we start selling some crops. We don't need anything super spectacular, so we should be alright with that. But I just noticed something. Ooh, running like a champ. What do you got going on here, Robert? Oh, he left. Just abandoned the thing. So we're gonna get this set back up, and we'll come back to you in just a minute. I talked to Robert, and come to find out, he had went to lunch and parked the combine there under the shade tree, so it wouldn't get too hot in the seat. Because I mean, we're pushing like 106 degrees right now. I mean, that's Louisiana summer for you. But we're gonna carry on with doing this straw and getting it all ready, and I think that's gonna be the end of it, guys. I'm not too sure what else we can do that would be different. This field I'm just gonna let grow over, so we're not gonna cultivate this field. We'll cultivate the other one pretty soon. As soon as Robert's done over there, he's back from lunch and he's got the combine going again. We'll have to keep our eye on him though. Can't be paying people to take too many breaks, so we'll just have to see what goes on there. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really loving this series. Building the farm again kinda really sparked my interest, and it's a way more lived in looking now than it was. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and don't forget to comment and let us know what you think. If you think we should get a different combine, comment down below and let us know. And we'll see you in the next one.